Good afternoon. The following presentation is for the MA in Management course called Innovation and Technology Management for Pier Paolo, or the Durham Business School. We will be presenting using the Mind Manager 8 technology, and the following group members: Kevin DeCepolo, Scott Sullivan, John Mead, Sam Hoffman, and myself, Andy Nielsen, will be presenting on the new technology called the Square. Now, before we get into what the Square exactly is, we must take a look at what it is useful for, and that is currency exchange. Now, according to the Federal Reserve, Americans are using paper money less often than they used to do. Checks became popular in the past century. However, fraudulent checks also became popular as a way of manipulating the system. So therefore, they've become more unreliable. Now, we've seen a huge shift into credit. As early as 1914, companies began to use credit. Western Union began to issue these metallic cards that they would give to their employees in lieu of cash payments. Now, it wasn't until about 1958-59 that American Express came into the market and began publishing plastic credit cards that we use today. Now, in the terms of reading them, we began using a scanning device such as this, in which they used a piece of carbon paper, which you would scan over, and it would copy the paper, copy the credit card information, and the vendor would have it, and you would be billed later. Today, we use the MagnaStrip copies, which are very prevalent and very popular in the United States. However, within the UK and Ireland, the chip and pin cards have become more popular. However, they will not be applicable to the technology which we're presenting on.
Okay, now getting into exactly what the Square is. The Square itself is basically a personalized credit card reader. You're asking yourself, what is a personalized credit card reader? How is that different? Well, what the Square is going to allow people to do is take the use of a credit card and take it from the old generation, which was business to personal transactions, and it's going to allow there to be the personal to personal transactions. This is the new technology which we're going to look at in our entire presentation.
Okay, I'll now discuss the management team behind Square. As you guys know, Twitter was created by Jack Dorsey, and he is actually the founder of Square as well. He's been backed by venture capitalists and a team of angel investors. The team of advisors for Square includes actresses Alyssa Milano, Susan Wu, Ryan Gilbert, Ted Wang, and Greg Kidd.
So how exactly does the Square technology work? Well, it works in a couple of steps. The first thing you would need to do is go to your app store, either iTunes or the Droid application store, and you download the Square app. Once you download the Square app, you'll receive your Square dongle in the mail at no charge. It shows up at your address, and when you're already registered, when you signed up for the app. And now, when you're walking around and you want to make a transaction, if someone has their credit card, you simply plug in your Square device, swipe the card, punch in the amount of the item, and an email is automatically sent showing the receipt of the transaction that just took place. Now, while this might seem kind of out in the open and might have some problems due to that, a lot of security measures have been put in place by Square. First, a picture verification will be required, as well as like a normal transaction with the swipe card. Customers will have to sign their signature as a receipt. Now, this is available because of the touchscreen of many of the smartphones that are currently out today. So who can the Square technology help? Well, first, it has a lot of benefits. It's paperless because all the receipts are automatically sent to your email or to your mobile phone. This is eco-friendly and great for the environment. There's also real rewards, which would be for companies with promotions such as your fifth sandwich, you get another one free. This will tell the company in real time that this is your fifth time purchasing from them, and they'll automatically know that you're up for a promotion. This eliminates little cards that have to be stamped or anything of that nature and makes it readily accessible. Square is also using the best technology as far as security to make sure that your transactions are safe and nobody can use your false identity. And the company also keeps in mind, for the greater good, 1 penny of every transaction will be donated to a cause that you specify when you're signing up for the account. Now, who will actually benefit from the Square? Small businesses have a great opportunity using this technology. It's a great way to keep track of their finances as well as keep their costs down. It allows the small businesses to be able to accept credit cards for their transactions, whereas previously only businesses that had the amount of capital that could buy credit card readers would be able to use this technology. Also, the fact that the dongle will be free is a great incentive right there. Plus, once all your transactions are made for the day, you'll be able to access all your transactions online at a secure location anywhere, and be able to see how much your company made that day, how much of it was part of tips, how much of it goes to taxes. It'll be a great way to manage your company.